Hello everybody. Welcome. Oh, it's because I'm not hitting the right buttons. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. I am a few minutes later. Oh, hello Royal Wee. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. How are you doing? I am doing pretty well in my healing journey from my surgery. I'm feeling actually pretty great right now. So, yeah, I was able to come and do tonight's stream, which is really exciting. Oh, thank you so much. I still got a little bit to go overall. It's supposed to be a 6-week recovery period where I'm not even allowed to pick up my youngest child, despite the fact that he really wants me to, which is, sad enough, but that'll come. I'm gonna still keep taking it easy, but I can now handle sitting in my computer chair. So, we take the small victories where we can. I was a little bit late tonight trying to figure out some scuff issues that actually Life is Strange decided to present me. Usually when I do Life is Strange Double Exposure, I love that title song so much, so I usually just throw that in the background for the open while I get everything set up. But for some reason, it's decided not to allow music in the title screen. I don't know if that's because we're closer to the end or what's going on there, but I ended up fixing it by just finding it on YouTube and playing it through there. So that's why I said to enjoy the hacked version of the title music, because it wasn't really on the title, but it worked out. Couple of things before we get going, as per usual, and I am hoping that I updated these, which I'm pretty sure I did. I did. So we are still raising money for Stand Up to Cancer with our monthly charity streams happening on the last Saturday of each month. This month it'll happen on June 28th. We'll be playing from about 6 p.m. Eastern Time to midnight, playing a crowd control version of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. With all those proceeds going to Stand Up to Cancer. Hey, Talkin'! How's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Yes, so all the proceeds go to the charity Stand Up to Cancer. I'm still keeping this right now. I think the whole campaign right now is in honor of my dad, because I wasn't really expecting him to, get diagnosed with cancer while I'm doing a charity series. Yeah, again, while I'm doing a charity series, I guess I maybe should have been a bit more realistic, but
Amy would say that you manifested it.
Yeah, I have a sister who would legitimately tell me that just by thinking that thought that I should have been realistic, that cancer comes back. I manifested the cancer to come back. That's my sister. Super fun growing up with her.
That was sarcasm.
Yes. So, and thank you, Talkin'. So we have, as part of our fundraiser, the Rad Newsletter Popularity Contest, which is where you can go in and vote for your favorite Obey Me character, man, reaper, either or. And this is, so a $1 donation towards the character of your choice counts as a vote to that character. There is the link over in the chat right now. Currently, we've got Maman here in the lead with 30 points. Barbados coming in second at 22, Solomon at 11, and then our honorable mention of Asmo at 6. Yeah, just a fun extra way to raise some money. So far, we have raised $120, and I am currently working on planning the Q&A session. Oh, okay, yeah, I nodded. Thank you for being a lot more sensitive on that than you've ever been during gameplay. Key, short key. Okay, ask you ask, that's what it is. So because we did pass that $75 donation goal, I will be hosting a Q&A session, and you can ask pretty much anything that I can answer without breaking terms of service. I'm saying it like that because we did end up with one spicy question and then talk a small discussion about how I am honor bound based on advertising, to answer anything that I can answer without breaking terms of service. So you can have a little bit more spicy stuff. I'm going to add a part of the stream that's after dark to hold those questions. There is a link to the Google form there. We've gotten a good amount so far, so I am working on planning that stream, thinking of co-pairing it with also releasing my website, because I've got a website I'm working on, which should be ready soon. We are going to be playing Life is Strange tonight. Double exposure. Now, based on where we were last time that we played, I think we're close to the end. Life is indeed very, very strange. But yes, I think we're close to the end on this one. Last chapter felt very much like the ending of it felt like an ending where we might have a closing scene left, but it also didn't feel like it was as balanced in content and length as the other chapters, so I'm not really sure what to expect for tonight. I've got 2 plans in case we end the game within the next hour as to what to continue to do, and we'll see which one of those we end up doing. I should make a little graphic here to go beside Tiny Tim that has his commands for people. That is Tiny Tim over there. He is my little penguin buddy. You can do different things like pet. Apparently he ignores the first command you put in and waves at you. Oh, there's the pet. You can do love. You can do angry. If something makes you angry, feel free to make Tiny Tim express it. You can put him to sleep. And there's a couple more that I can't quite remember right now, so I definitely need to make a graphic, go back to the original files. Anyway, he's there to play with just for fun, and I also did load in a bunch of new sound alerts and stuff for channel points, so feel free to play around with all of that now too. And we have fun emotes, both sub emotes and just follower emotes. I've been very excited. Honestly, that's the stuff that I've been most excited about for affiliate, because, like, yes, the combination of that is awesome. Yeah, I've been more excited over being able to add content to, like, my own personal emotes and stuff than I was for the getting paid. So, I'm happy about those. Okay. No, I did not mean to actually hit continue yet, so I'm glad that it let me off click. I'm gonna go here to extras, and I'm just gonna review over our choices so far to kind of review over the storyline as it's been. So we've got chapter 1, which is where we met Safi before she ends up getting killed, and we talked to her. We tell her that we were in a relationship with Chloe, but Chloe died. We accidentally made Amanda a friend. We stuck her in the friend zone because I accidentally hit a button. My bad. I'm actually really sad about that. Loretta is a fellow student, well, I guess one of our students who is a news reporter, aka Nosy Bitch. So we had a couple run-ins with her. Not going to go over the little decisions. Then Lucas here is a teacher at Caledon University. He is a complete sleazeball who we later find out plagiarized his students' work, which threw her... There's a Krabby in the chat. Which threw her into a depressive state, and she ended up taking her own life. And he became famous off of her work. In one timeline, he has a restraining order against Safi because of thinking that Safi told his son that his son is the reason for the divorce. And we later found out that that was actually true. Yes, Safi did do that. Gwen is another professor at the university who was Safi's mentor for getting her book published. She pulled the publication because of the talk about the student who committed suicide. Alderman. Oh, Alderman was the cop that got eaten by himself through different timelines. It was really weird. It never became relevant again. We thought it was going to be, but it
Maybe it's
didn't.
about to be.
Maybe it is about to be. Ooh. Like, maybe we're not near as far as I think we are, and there's a whole other chapter. I don't know. Speaking of new chapters, I'm thinking of starting to do a special series with Xing, depending on what she says to this. She is a huge fan of Deltarune, and Deltarune, not just chapters 3 and 4, but the full non-demo versions of 1 and 2 just got released. So I was thinking maybe it'd be fun to do a, like, weekend stream during the weekday, like, during the day with her, with those Deltarune chapters. Anyway, so this is where, Alderman got eaten by the, like, he touched the him from the other universe, or other world, reality, timeline, I'm not sure. He touched the other version of him, and it, like, sucked him into a black hole. We did try to save him, but then Moses was like, no, this guy sucks and you don't, so let's save you. Yasmin is Safi's mom, president of the university. Safi really hates her. We didn't get the opportunity to kiss Amanda because, oops. But we did get the opportunity to kiss Vin, and the personal rule in games is kiss all the peoples. So, and Vin is smitten with us. Okay, and then we found out this big twist with the Safi in the Alive world, where Safi actually also has superpowers. Safi is a shapeshifter who can turn into different people that she has to have met somebody, but then she can turn into them. She explained it as this weird, she makes everybody else think that they see them. It was a weird way of trying to be unique with shapeshifting. Just call it shapeshifting. It's shapeshifting. So she has this ability, and she was using it to basically F with everybody who had hurt the student who committed suicide, which was her friend Maya. We staged a public embarrassment for the teacher because he sucks, and we convinced Safi to go talk about her experience as herself. Then Safi went crazy and she brought the storm. It was Safi who brings the storm in this game, and we went into another broken reality thing. She shot her mother, which was fun. And that's about, so that doesn't show the little bit that we did get through after that, which was, Safi tries to convince you to go on this journey with her to find other people like you who has powers, because the two of you have powers, which means you're not alone. This is going to be really cool if we get like an all combined game where we get Alex from True Colors. I'm really excited to play that on stream. And we turned her down for going with her, but we did tell her that we will wait for her. And then she went off into the sunset. So what this really feels like is we're wrapping up this game with a cutscene, and we can expect Life is Strange, something about Safi traveling the world to find other people with powers. Maybe we get to play as Safi. That'd be pretty cool. But it feels like the end. So, I wanted to make sure everybody was caught up if you haven't been able to watch these streams so far, because I really do think that we might be in the end of this game. It's been fun going through Max's adventures together. And everything slows a little bit when we load. Game volume is a little loud. Let's push to there. Okay. If I switch games, I have to switch game volume settings. It's kind of annoying. Is there an echo for people? Oh wait, no, there's just background noise in my house because, yeah. Ignore the Lin-Manuel Miranda in the background. It does not exist. Everything seems like I need to color calibrate my monitor. Okay, I'm gonna look down here now. And so this is after the storm actually did hit this university. Buzz. Okay, okay. So I'm not sure where our last messages with Moses were. I wish it would give us dates. Oh, and Vin messaged us. We should probably check with Mr. Smitten. So far so good. By the way, everyone's here at the turtle now. Are you sure you want to do this? Oh, that looked up our collectibles. Moses. This is the right button. Yes. I don't know what we're doing, but yes. Yes, I'm ready. I think this might have been an illusion of choice. Okay. Mom and Dad. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's been a long, weird week, but I'm okay. Promise I'll call you later when things are settled. Oh, thank God you're alright. Take all the time you need, but not too much time. Yeah? Love you, Max. Love you back. And then, I'm gonna just go back and read all of Vin's messages, because they're not that long, and I think these all might be one big stream. Yo, so, wild night, right? Definitely not the way I was picturing our next hangout. I was thinking more wine and less cow skulls. Reggie optional. I keep telling him he should give women a try. Jesus Christ, I'm deleting this. Whoops, turn out you can't delete this. How is that fair? Think of the children. Think of all the stoned idiots having near-death experiences and then texting the girl who saved their life. What, Vin? I'm sorry, Max. Please feel free to ignore all this. that was actually probably all one message stream that we missed earlier. I don't know what, like, how much drunk Vin was. So this is probably different. Max, I'm scared. I haven't been sleeping. I keep thinking I'll wake up and I'll be gone and it'll just be her. Would I even be able to tell? Hey, sorry it took so long for me to respond. My phone got crunched in the storm. I'll be at the Turtle this afternoon if you want to talk. Yeah, so when we were in the weird reality of the, storm, Safi had fragmented herself and gone into all of the important people. Minus Amanda. She didn't go into Amanda. She became Vin, Lucas, and Gwen at very least. I can't remember if we had to save anybody else. Oh, and us. Us. It was a Harry Potter moment. We were the last Horcrux. So everybody who went through that is just like, they still remember having Safi as part of them. Hey Clueheads, as many of you know, Lakeport was hit by a brutal storm last week. I'm physically okay, but it may take a while to put out a new episode. I'm sorry. When? I'm not an official voice at Caledon anymore, but please take care of each other. The storm last week was traumatic for everyone. Ooh, Victoria. I got my hair done, and yes, it's still the same Mia Farrow cut. It's part of the Victoria Chase brand now. Ever think about switching it up? If it's not broke, why fix it? Victoria just as full of herself as always. And we actually did read this, but for some reason it's giving a notification that we didn't. My excellent
Classic
medical team.
Yasmin, playing it close to the chest.
My excellent medical team says I'll be cleared to start work again in just a week. Ever onward. Consider taking more than a week, please, Yasmin. But what actually happened? Because she got shot by her daughter. So she takes 1 week off and then back to business. Sorry for the radio silence. Whole world broke for a second. It's still kind of fucked, but at least my brain's working again. Yeah, everybody had a real bad time. As many of you are aware, because many of you submitted them, we've been inundated with questions about Abrascus and the storm. Since its inception, the Abrascus Society has navigated more difficult waters than these and come out ahead. We have done so through bold and clear-headed vision of our leadership, and rest assured that is as true now as ever. Again, there are some questions about what leadership looks like. We promise to have answers for you as soon as we have them. Answers on all things will be forthcoming. Right, because they're trying to decide who the new leader is. Don't know who Kim and Connor are. Or Tim. And understandably, Safi hasn't said anything. Okay, so we've almost gone through all the stuff. Okay, so we looked at this guy, this horrible monstrosity last time. And this as well, which is Safi in the booze. Shush you. In the same position as the statue of the Caledon leader. This was what happened when we were in the different world. There's no other force in the storm in my world like Safi. I have already wandered the world alone. What if I had purpose this time? It was tempting, but I knew I couldn't go with her. After she left, everything blurred and nothing felt real. Time traveling is like that. It's real up until the point no one else but you can remember it. Then it's like a false memory or a lie. No one believes you and no one understands quite like you do. But I didn't rewind time. What happened was real. I want to run from it. I want to go back and make 1,000 less mistakes, but this is where I am. I can accept this. I think you'd be proud of me for that, wouldn't you? And why is there still notifications here? Oh, because we didn't clear any of the random people. That's fine. Okay. So, there is a bull trend in the chat for anybody who would like to catch it. I don't think I can think about what that Pokemon is off the top of my head.
It's the like weird belly one.
They're all waiting for me at the snapping turtle.
No, Bolton, did you say?
Yeah.
That's the evolution of the cute puppy.
Yamper?
I think so.
Okay. There's an adult Yamper in the chat if anybody would like it.
This guy.
Okay. He's a cute puppy. I did do some reconfiguring of my model over the last couple days to hopefully make my movements a little bit more smooth.
Hey, Alice. Hey, you didn't answer my text. I didn't know what to say.
It's a lot of
campus-wide game of Assassins,
like
and you end with
coding stuff that I don't quite understand, but decided to try to do myself. So it's going to be a learning process. If there's anything you guys notice, let me know.
The campus is full of people, but their faces are all mismatched.
Yeah, like a bunch of human Mr. Potato Heads. You told me.
And then when I wake up, it feels like I can't breathe. My heart pounds so hard I can hear it in my ears.
You know you're describing a panic attack, right?
I am?
Take it from me. Champion panic attack haver here.
Oh god, I'm developing a complex.
Yeah, these two are a little traumatized. Let's talk to them.
Hey, Reggie. I know we didn't get much chance to talk in the
Twilight Zone. Well, we were all a little busy.
Can I ask you something privately?
Okay, let's just ignore Loretta's trauma.
So, about Vin.
It's okay. I know that you didn't kiss him on purpose. I mean, I know that it wasn't about me.
The quality sounds off to me. I don't know. Why are we apologizing for kissing Vin? Did I miss something completely? Does Reggie have a crush on Vin? I mean, we were drunk, but also it gave us the option to.
We were sad and drinking, and he's...
Like an avalanche.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it definitely sounds super
It's fine.
echoey.
I'm over him. I'm focused on...
Did I change something? I don't know. I'm sorry if it's a little echoey, guys. I'm tired of playing
and
with this
multiple
game
realities
and sound today. I
and
think sound is just broken.
I still
in this
have no
game.
idea how I'm gonna pass econ. And
Reggie, it's gonna be okay. I know it sucks.
It's okay. It's okay.
You'll get through it.
There won't be an echo. There won't be an echo.
thanks, Max.
I love you, Aleatory. Always here to add a little bit of either chaos or fun. Or yes.
Aren't those the same thing?
I
yeah?
don't think there's another world to cross over to anymore.
Oh no.
I can't do that. I haven't been able to use those powers since the storm.
We can no longer cross over worlds. Cool. Which we also can't seem to rewind time still, so we are powerless.
Hey there.
Okay, let's stop ignoring
Caulfield.
Loretta's trauma.
Sorry. I'm still kind of on edge. Thanks, by the way, for what you did at the nebula. I froze up.
Hey, you were overwhelmed. Most people aren't prepared for reality to break like that.
Yep. I'd be pretty confused if that happened
So-
to me.
Do you also remember that there were like 2 of you? And now they're fighting for space in your head?
Well, it didn't work the same way for me. But that's because... Wait, are you asking on the record?
This isn't for my podcast, I swear. I'm putting that on pause for now.
I'm glad. There's always time for...
Sorry, gonna bring down the game volume for you guys again. It seems to be clipping the volume a
clout
bit.
chasing next semester.
There we go.
Damn.
We are good.
Caulfield. Harsh. But fair.
Take care of yourself, okay? We've all had it rough.
Right back at you.
Okay. So everybody else, I guess, because there used to be 2 timelines that merged into one, the living and the dead world, everybody else has kind of this split personality syndrome issue right now.
The quad's looking pretty good after, you know, being hit by a supernatural storm.
Yeah. Okay, Max, let's go a little faster. That's just a map. Is there anybody here to talk to?
So, you do remember that? I mean,
Sculpture.
Glad to see you survived the storm, friend.
organizing the faculty and staff is still a great idea. Even if...
Do you still feel like shit too?
No use going that way. I've got other places to be right now.
Yeah, I know we're supposed to go to the snapping turtle, but you don't go to
You know
the
that
right place
consulting job
first.
offer I got?
We've got to be silver linings about this whole thing.
Cool.
How?
High construction
I still
vehicle.
don't know what happened.
Let's go past it.
Now's not the time. Moses is waiting for me at the turtle.
You're very judgy, Max.
Huh. Guess the Safi memorial is no longer here. Or maybe that sucks. They probably took forever to put up.
I mean, Safi's memorial's no longer here because Safi's alive. Do we talk? Oh, snapshot.
Not there yet. My position's off.
Fair. Konnichiwa! Hello, hello. Welcome. How you doing? I am assuming that, yes, Shing is sleeping at your place tonight.
The snapping turtle's just across the bridge.
Oh, did you eat?
People are waiting for me there.
Come. I don't care about the snapping turtle right now. I care about being able to take a snapshot.
Not there yet. My position's off.
The statue. Oh, photo spot. Thank you for just telling. I think the game is telling me, like, hey, idiot. Stop trying to take close-ups. Yes, we fed her dino nuggies. Ooh, yum. I bet she really liked that.
I wonder how I'll feel about this photo in 10 years.
Oh, you're right, Max. This is a much better angle. Okay. nasty.
Arco was digging at the Pokeball dog bed, and I was expecting him to lie down on it. And when he was done digging, he stepped off of it and laid on the floor.
What a dog.
I was gonna make a joke about how I caught a dog with a Pokeball. But apparently I wobbled 3 times and it popped out.
We failed to catch the Arco dog.
It was so close, too.
Okay, well, statue. Take there, but I actually want to retake this, because I want to start up here with this. And now we do our double exposure, because I want the ability. I wish I could zoom in more on Lucas here. In the real world, Max would take 3 steps forward. Okay, he's just gonna keep staring down. There we go. Let's post. Oh, the following gameplay contains depictions of drug use, because I do have smart filters on, which tells us when we need to be concerned.
Working on your new book?
Oh.
Maybe you should switch to science fiction.
Max. Are you gonna tell me what the hell I went through? Or do I have to spend the next decade in therapy?
I don't really know how to explain what happened. But
I think
you should think of it as a second chance.
he should spend the next
One
decade
step
in
ahead of you.
therapy.
I'm working on my apology as we speak. What do you say? Give a guy some constructive feedback?
I don't know, did you plagiarize this?
Give it to me.
It's a little rough, granted.
The following gameplay
hope the
contains
gracious
references
hand
to
of
suicide.
empathy backhands you into a
have been
ditch,
warned.
Lucas.
To my fans and other interested parties, by now I'm sure you have heard the rumors swirling about me, and I assume that social media being what it is, many of you have already drawn your own conclusions and will not be swayed by any apology I make. So no matter how grounded or sincere. My first critique is that's a very long run-on sentence, Mr. Literature Writer. To those who fall under that sad umbrella, I am afraid this is where we part ways. But those of you willing to extend the gracious hand of empathy to one who has erred, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. To start off, I want to apologize for any hurt this has caused my long-term fans and supporters, and those who have held wilder beasts than these with so much affection in their hearts. I pray you will not let this affect those emotions. Emotions aren't good or bad, they just are. Secondly, I want to express my sincere regret under what circumstances the book came into the world. Going forward, a percentage of all royalties will be donated to a national organization dedicated to preventing death by suicide. Okay. Honest critique here. This, as a apology letter, will probably kill the book and there won't be many sales. I don't know how many people would be, like, all proceeds, all royalties will be going to the charity. I would still pick up a copy of the book because I'd be like, it might be under his name, but at least it's going to better causes. But he is still, through this, benefiting financially, and I guess not really public opinion anymore, because everybody knows that he's a plagiarist. But financially, he's benefiting from her work still. So, I don't think I'm going to have very positive critique. Anybody else? So did nobody else spend $1,500 of their boss's money to fix a freezer today? Did anyone else spend $1,500 of their boss's money to fix a freezer today? No. I think if I spent $1,500 of my boss's money to fix a freezer, they would say, what the fuck, you're in marketing. But I can imagine the story that you have about how the freezer broke might be fun, or horrifying, or yes. So I want to hear it. Anyway, I'm not, moved by his apology letter. Don't know what anybody else thinks.
Do you actually mean any of this?
Does it matter?
No.
At least no one can say I stole it. Not that they won't try.
Ooh, there's a nimble
So,
in the chat.
what's your
I
next
think
move?
that's the little tiny grasshopper.
I'm not sure. Focusing on Robbie. I'm hoping he'll give me a second chance.
That's probably the smartest thing you've ever said.
It's not like I can stay at Caledon. This place has been poisoned against me. Who's the victim now?
Oh.
Well,
And then anger?
goodbye, Lucas. Good luck.
No, don't wish him
Yeah.
good luck. Who's
Me
the
too.
victim now? This is what you get for plagiarizing your students' work. This one character's called True Believers. What happens now, like with us? Are we really going to break up after all this? We survived a paranormal episode. True Believer is getting dumped, which is quite sad for True Believer. I walked in this morning. Freezer was at 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Things starting to defrost, so I had to rush and get essential stuff in the other freezer. There was a leak in the Freon line. Guy had to fix it and refill it with the Freon. Okay, so that's like, unless you're about to tell me a crazy way that the Freon line got broken, that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yasmin. I haven't heard from her since the day she came out of surgery.
Hello?
Hello, Maxine.
Aw, stupid Nimble. How's your shoulder? Or, how's your mental health after finding out that your daughter is a shapeshifter who shot you because she hates you and everything you stand for and is now off traveling the world to find other people with superpowers? I think we ask about the mental
How
health.
are you doing,
Mostly because it sounds
mentally?
like a stupid question.
Not very well. To be frank,
Yeah.
half of me will never forget what I saw.
Should I be worried that Bibe is laughing hysterically upstairs?
The
I
other
should
half of me
maybe
had
be a
begun
little
to
worried.
accept her as dead.
Yasmin,
Suspicious?
what you saw
I'm gonna go
during the
check out
storm.
suspicious
I
behavior.
don't need explanation. Not yet. If I try to understand, then there will be no room for my recovery. And I will recover. I have to find Safia.
Any news about your job? I heard the board,
I have been arguing with them. I made my mistakes, but these are offset by an excellent track record.
and did the board buy that?
They did not, no. I have been asked, forced to step down. I love my daughter, Maxine, just like you. I am not a monster.
I haven't heard from Safi. If
So,
that's what you're trying
we
to
did
ask.
learn that Yasmin was actually the one who was behind the book deal dying of Safi's. And also she gave Vin a job so that Vin would make a defamatory statement about Maya. And she hasn't been perfect,
Until next time.
but she's also kind of just been like, what I would anticipate is the classic story of a mom who's doing everything that she can to give her daughter this great life
Here goes nothing.
and just steps into a little bit of moral ambiguity / bad actions. Okay. I am really hoping that there is a chance to make out with Amanda. One more. Just give me one more chance. We're gonna talk to Amanda like 5 times. Reloading. I can tell because my model always goes a little bit slow. There we go. Hoot. Get it on happy. Oh, that's Diamond and Amanda and Finn. With Amanda, oh. Yeah, sorry. Oh, I think my eyes are a little broken right now.
Well,
Not a peep.
guess I'm not surprised. Would you come looking for us if you were here?
Yes.
This is a go to your friends situation. Yeah.
Maybe we should go easy on her. Wait for her to pick up the pieces.
In the meantime,
Take your time. I'll be here when you're done.
I want to
Okay.
check on how everyone's doing first.
Talk with everyone. Okay, so who do we talk to first? Obviously, okay, not Moses, not Vin, not Diamond, not Amanda. Here's Amanda.
Amanda always looks like she has it perfectly together, even amidst all of this.
Does she? All right.
So, superpowers, huh? Seems like a lot. How you holding up?
I think right now she's feeling exposed.
Everyone knowing my secret kind of freaks me out.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it.
No offense, but I'm kind of feeling like I dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to date me either.
No, kiss me.
Now I feel bad.
Kiss.
Honestly, Max, I still think
Don't.
you're pretty great. It's just
if you insist.
I think I'm about to be
I don't know
kissed.
how I would have handled all this if I was handled up any more than I already am.
Got it.
Mwah.
Yeah.
I love you too. Okay, so I am going to replay this, and maybe I'll do a recording of it, of the what happens with Amanda if we actually hit the right button.
For the road?
Sure. You keep at this, I'm gonna have to start charging modeling things.
Ha ha.
Okay. So, let's tab. So, smile.
Say cheese.
I will not.
Okay.
Pose like you're lost in thought.
Okay, let's...
Got a lot to think about.
Let's go back to
No,
just
no.
then.
Okay, I've got this. Okay, so I do actually want her posing like she's
Give
thoughtful.
me the thinker.
Okay, and then... Sorry Max and Amanda didn't work out. I'm sorry too. Okay, when we play True Colors, I'm gonna be so careful about every choice with this one character because she is amazing. Zoom out. Okay, now we're gonna toggle.
Let's go back to just smiling. Give me the
Oh, no. Smile. I think it won't let me change poses anymore.
Let's go back to
okay.
just
No, it did.
smiling.
I just want to quickly do a Badonkin move. Okay, cool. Resume. Okay, and then I really like this one. Apparently after the concert you have to kiss. Okay. Don't remember if you did. No, I didn't. Even when we went through the options at the beginning of the stream, it's like, you did not kiss Amanda. And I was really upset about it.
You're gonna explain what happened, right?
Hey. We okay?
I guess we're talking to Diamond next.
Why you? Or Safi?
I don't know, we've been asking these questions since we're 18 years old.
I'm still trying to understand. I didn't know anyone else had powers until I met.
Excuse me.
Safi.
That must have been a revelation.
It was.
You have no idea.
How are we supposed to walk around knowing something like that could happen?
Yeah, kind of just...
You already handle that. Every day. Anything could happen at any moment. Could be hit by a car. Struck by lightning.
Is this your pep talk?
Yep. This is how peppy we are. Oh, did we just fail our conversation with Diamond? I think I might need to go over and try talking to... Ugh, let's look at the crosstalk later.
That storm seemed kind of evil, all I'm saying.
Hey, Diamond? I'd like to get a photo for the end of the year.
So this is also the part where I guess we get to take a bunch of pictures of everybody. So this is kind of fun. This might extend the stream a little bit.
I was hoping she'd be a little more enthused, but...
Oh, we don't get any changes. She's really pretty. Alright. Good enough.
Do you blame Safi for what happened?
Do we get to, yeah, we get to shot Moses too.
What do you say to a picture? For old time's sake?
Moses has hypothermia. And now,
Moses has hypothermia.
crippling anxiety.
I mean, yeah.
I can never have enough shots of Moses.
Okay, so what are my choices? Smile.
Smile like when we saw that meteor shower on the roof.
I couldn't smile. My face was frozen.
Just do it, you big doof.
Okay. And candid. Okay, so candid and smile. So let's zoom in. And then we double expose and we say candid.
Be yourself. Ignore the hot superhero with the camera. You're posing. Stop posing. This is candid. Act natural.
How can I act natural when you say act natural?
He's not wrong. Photographers do that a lot. Good. What I really liked, I worked with this one photographer for a while, and rather than being like, act natural,
Everything's changing
what
so
he
fast.
always said was,
I'm not sure what I'll do.
stand how you naturally
Is that
stand.
Tony?
Because most people are like,
Tony's not
what do you
you.
mean act natural? What's natural?
What do you mean?
That's like weird. Hard to define. But stand like you naturally stand is more, okay, well then I'm just going to kind of shake it off, loosey-goosey, and stand. Alright.
God, Vin looks tired.
So this Vin definitely remembers
He
kissing
might be
us.
got out of-
And not kissing us.
Max. Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking glad to see you.
Aw, our smitten kitten.
I'm sorry for texting you like 900 times. I just didn't know who else to talk to.
Yeah. Trauma is, you know what? I'm not sure this is what I'd want to say there, but trauma is very isolating. It's very
Don't
true.
worry. This sort of thing is isolating. It was for me the first time.
What was
I
Vin's
feel
thing?
more alone than I ever have in my life.
Oh, he had Safi in his
I'm
head
still trying to
and
work
learned
out
that
which
Safi
Vin
never
is which,
actually
you know?
cared.
Things
About
will
him.
get better.
And I guess he does have the split personality.
New Horizons, right?
We'll talk soon.
Okay, well, it's not really a steamy ending for the people you make out with either, so...
Hey, if something happened in the story...
Ooh! Cup of Safi. The water is rising. Vengeance is a live thing. It breeds and bleeds, starves and hungers. I wear a cloth of mourning, suffocating in its black. Silence is also a blunt weapon, also a poison, also a noose. Darn! Lunatone? I wish I had noticed that in the chat there. That would have been a perfect Pokemon for me to catch. The user has turned off comments on this post. So Amanda, in light of a wild-ass week, if anyone needs chill or plain forget themselves, I'm extending hours at the Turtle. Figure if you're seeing double after the storm, might as well have a drink to go along with it. Though what helped me was befriending one particular weirdo, even if I don't know about it as much about her as I should. Aww. In the event that we're really struggling, are drinks free or steeply discounted? Now then, let's use our noggin. Can't blame a man for trying. If anybody has answers about that storm last week, please let your girl know, because that was wild. So that's just like, Moses is like, let's talk about something else. Much has been written about the proverbial calm before the storm, yet what of the calm that follows? Coming to terms with the enormity of existential dread, yet one you survived and are left to pick up the pieces of your life. Yet, like Prospero, the tempest sends me out into the unknown. The mystery is the point, I suppose. I only hope I'm brave enough to face whatever may come head on. To that end, I am working on a statement that extends the claims made about me at the recent campus event on campus. Please extend your grace to me and to all of us as I choose the right words. Have you guys voted in the Rad Newsletter popularity contest yet? If you haven't, you should. Tell us who your favorite Obami characters are. Defend their honor. $1 donation towards the man or woman of your choice counts as a vote. Defend your men. Donate there. And we have Maman in the lead right now. Talkin is very proud of that, and we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. We've still got a little bit to go on this campaign. We have raised, I forgot to say the number earlier, but we have raised $120 in total so far. So thank you guys. You're all so awesome. Okay. Mood right now. Schrodinger opening the box and finding his cat is miraculously alive. Moses, did something happen to you in that storm? Because if so, I'm not about to take over your classes. Vin almost fell from the tower, but was saved by the Queen of Swords. Now I just hope she wants me around. Aw, is that about us? So cute.
I mean, if you want
Okay.
to talk about anything.
I'm fine, alright?
Snapshot.
Can I add you to my photo wall?
Come on, I look wrecked. Sure.
Then in his natural habitat.
Okay, so I think this is... What is our choice? Really? Okay, so awake and, like, trying to give... Oh, that actually looks like a real smile. I was gonna go with him, like, trying to give these fake little bedroom eyes, but there, I like that one better, actually. Okay, so now we double expose, and we tell him to go to sleep.
Hey, pretend to be asleep.
I feel like I'm on a prank show. Don't draw a dick on my face.
Okay, well, the other ones were kind of like these cool, almost like deep inner personality, and I guess Vin is just dead asleep on the inside. So, good metaphor, Max. Maybe I shouldn't try to make metaphors of the photos that Max is taking. Oh, doo-doo. We have a pride flag over here, which reminds me, happy Pride Month, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good month and is getting to be their true, authentic selves. You always have a safe place here. Turtle. Okay, literally nobody over here. Cool. Just wanted to check. This week's soup is still clam chowder. Gwen.
Some weather we're having, am I right?
Hope that wasn't the grand explanation you promised us.
Hey, isn't eloquence your job? I just take the photos.
I felt how much she hated me, Max.
Yeah.
It was terrifying. And disappointing.
It seems to be snowing in the corner. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that too. I wish I could bring my mouse down onto my screen right now, but in the top left corner, it's like it's snowing, and that's because that's a window and I'm an idiot. I thought those were paintings. Wow. We're just gonna completely ignore that moment and pretend that I have more than a brain cell. Do we blame Yasmin? Do we? Nobody could have predicted this.
Safi was dealing with a lot. You couldn't have known.
She needed someone she could trust. It should have been me.
It's in the past now.
I hope so. Oh, one more thing. That video footage of me, that was Safi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This girl never does anything halfway. Neither do you, now that I think about it. Anyway, I talked to the committee that fired me. There's enough weird shit that's happened. I think I can argue my way back in. I failed Safi. But there's other students here I can still support.
You
I
go,
won't just
Gwen.
let it go.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yes.
I think that's everyone. Okay, Moses. Let's give them the talk.
So, kids, when a mommy and daddy really love each other, probably the wrong kind of talk. Okay, let's narrow it back in.
Everyone's pretty shell-shocked.
Yep.
Yep.
How about you? Still excited to have double memories?
I can't be the only one. Seriously? Come on, it's fascinating. What if Safi really does come back? She did some terrible things, Max. And you basically gave her your seal of approval.
Whoa. Okay, Moses? People can change, but also she was going through the trauma and grief and loss of a friend. I mean, let's go with this one. It sounds like the one that we're supposed to go with, but
you shouldn't either.
Jeez, Max, nobody's writing her off.
Wrong talk, yep.
But I hate being scared of my best friend.
That's understandable. Actually, Moses had Safi in him too.
We're a team.
The wording on that is really weird, but when I swear it's not as sketchy as it sounds.
We're hiding.
So he was affected by the weird stuff at the end too.
Do you think you'll ever go back to Arcadia Bay?
Yeah. One day.
Huh. I like this song too.
But I think it's starting to make sense. And I'll try to get it right. To have you on my side, I feel fine some days. I just wanna get it right.
I think it's time I explained a few things. It won't always make sense, and I'm not proud of every decision I made. But it's the truth. What's coming next is going to be difficult. For all of us. But we're going to get through it together. I promise.
I just wanna get it right. And I know that I won't have to.
This time, I'm not going anywhere.
Aw, Max found her forever home. Oh no, Barb is missing in action? Quick, hunt down Lucifer. See if Lucifer stole him again. Okay. Hand neck. Makeshift one this time. Oh no. He's there somewhere. Don't worry. We'll find him. If I have to hobble to help a little bit tomorrow, I can. It's Shinobi! Hi, Shinobi! How's it going? So, that is it for Life is Strange Double Exposure. I didn't expect... It's basically what I thought it was going to be, where we basically just were doing the ending scene, but the ending scene was a lot more interactive than the one in Life is Strange 1. Life is Strange 1, we just kind of made the decision to let Chloe die, and then Chloe died, and we saw some pictures and stuff, but we didn't really see anything of after that. This one we actually got to go, like, talk around to the characters and be like, whoa guys, life was kind of life was strange. Let's talk about it. So I really like that difference there. But yeah, it is basically like I thought. We were at the end. This is the finale of our Life is Strange. I like this ending too. Very much, what I like about it is that we need to save Safi still. Yes, we do. Safi is still a lost soul. We just don't need to save her life. We need to, like, save her as a person. Oh, now you let me switch tabs without. There we go. It's a Wiglet. There is a Wiglet in the chat. Talkin and Konikochu have thrown their Pokeballs. Anybody else who wants to catch one? You have less than a minute and a half. Yeah, so I actually really enjoyed this addition into the storyline. Digs underground to catch Wiglet. Not quite as effective as the throwing of Pokeballs, but you could try. Yeah, it was a good follow-up for Max's story. I think it's kind of... Oh, you might need to go into the extension, which is in the panels below, to buy some Pokeballs real quick. You probably have a lot of dollars in there. I think we talked about this at one point on the stream that we did together, though. I don't remember. That was pre-surgery, and pre-surgery has been... Sorry, post-surgery has been lots of medication. And Konikochu is the winner of the Wiglet contest. Yeah. Definitely, anybody who does want to participate in the Pokemon games, I didn't really understand it well at first, but you go down... More like Riglet. If you go down to the panel at the bottom of the stream, you should be able to use Pokebucks that you literally just accumulate as you watch streams, and I think it's combined in all of Twitch. So if you watch... Oh. Here we go. Thank you, Talkin, for getting us started. Talkin! I just remembered that I did a thing! Thank you so much! My first bits! Oh, that's so exciting. Thank you so much, Talkin. Did that play for you guys, though? Because I didn't get the audio at all for that. I need to have Braddock help me fix that. Braddock. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, actually, so when I was going through my sound alerts the other day, it was really cute. I had Shing with me, and I was explaining to her the difference between channel points and bits, and she was like, this one's swearing, so if they want to swear, they should do bits. And I was like, fair, oh wise child, fair. So thank you so much, Talkin'. Yeah. Okay, so let's speed up this title screen now. I'm excited to see where they go. I'm hoping that this means that the series is gonna, like, really pick up at this point, because they really made it... I do have a you're welcome. Yeah. Braddock, Drake, same person, but I need you to come help me save my sound alerts. Yeah, I'm excited to see where they could take it. It feels like a really good opening to connect either the worlds that already exist or the other worlds. Okay, thank you, Konikochu. Or add other worlds, other people with powers. I have played in the whole Life is Strange franchise. Life is Strange 1, which we went through all together as well. And this one, obviously. So we've got Max, who has time-related powers, and then we've got Safi, who has shape-shifting powers. I've also played True Colors, which is my favorite in the series so far. The main character, her name is Alex, and she has empathy powers. They're really, really cool. Actually, I'm excited to play that again because as I'm building out Yue a little bit more, I'm adding some more lore to her background, including empathy powers. On that note, for channel points, if you guys wanted to manifest a star, you can manifest a star in Yue's inner sky, which is a set of stars and constellations that she uses to draw energy from and give energy to. 10 p.m. You have to open again tomorrow, so have a good night. Thank you so much for being here talking. And I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. Okay, so this is doing a whole bunch of loady stuff, which makes me really choppy. Ooh, more scene. Talking. If you have like another minute, there's an after credit scene. Okay, I heard that, but really quietly. Following gameplay contains blood.
Shit.
Diamond?
Shit.
Diamond?
We're gonna have to get you a blood transfusion.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You remember me. That's flattering. I've seen nosebleeds like that before. So you can run, or you can follow me and get some answers. Your choice.
What? Diamond? Okay, so Max Caulfield will return. What? Okay, so my theory is true. There are gonna be more. They're continuing on this series. So that's really, really exciting. While we wait for this next in the series, I'll probably make sure to... I'm gonna figure out, hopefully in the next couple days, how I can actually use the capture card that I purchased to be able to play the Switch for streaming, because the Life is Strange True Colors I have is on the Switch for some reason. I'm not sure why I bought it on a different system. But, and we also have to play Life is Strange 2, which I've never played before, but I have raided into a few times, so you guys might be a bit familiar from after streams. Okay, so we're gonna go over, these choices, and then I think I'll call the stream early for tonight. We usually go till 10:30, but I am going to be hanging out with Shinobi for a bit after this, and also need to, like, take medicine and stuff. Been sitting down for a couple hours now. I'm good. We're good. Anyway, so we'll go through these things, and then we'll look for our raid for the night. Okay, so accept or reject Safi. We didn't get the choice. Barb is found. Oh, thank goodness. We need to get a Barbados goes missing alarm and add that in as something that can be triggered for people, or people can trigger, you can trigger, so that we know that Barbados is found. You'll stick and raid. Okay. So I won't yammer forever. I probably will. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so Safi still believes in me because we agreed to wait at Caledon for her to return and not to hate her. We haven't given up on her. Graffiti critics, so we critiqued the graffiti in the bathroom. Cool. We found Loretta and helped her. Only 35% of people find and save Loretta. So, poor Loretta. Bowling alley moment of reflection. We did reflect. Nightstand librarian. We looked at all the books on the motel nightstand. Yeah, okay, cool. Max reminisced on Chloe's lockpick set. Okay. Loretta's attitude. Loretta had a change of heart in how she reports stories. I'm glad that she had that change of heart. I didn't realize that her change of heart was optional. Reggie is upset that you kissed Vin. So, Reggie and Vin have reconciled. So, I think I missed Reggie having a crush on Vin. I know that Reggie was trying to join Abrascus, but I think I missed this little drama before I started macking on this man. Abrascus election. Vin dropped out of the race, so Diamond wins. Gwen's gonna keep fighting the decision. So I think these are the accumulation of all of our decisions. Most people had the board force Yasmin out of the presidency. We did not reflect in the North Quad after the storm, but we did tell Moses we weren't giving up on Safi. And that is it. The ending of Life is Strange Double Exposure. And we will definitely continue the adventure whenever they come out with whatever is next in Max Caulfield's story. That's so exciting. And in the meantime, while we wait for, oh my gosh, Aleatory, I don't know if you're still awake or if you're listening, but the title music is back. Weird. Yeah. Must have been a story thing. So for those of you who missed the beginning of the stream, I was a little bit late because I was having issues where I really like the title song for this game, so I always have it on as the background opening during the setup period. Except when I went to do that today, it wouldn't play the title music. I tried everything. I rebooted the game. I went into my settings and changed a bunch of stuff and then changed it back, and it was finally I was like, you know what, I give up. I'm going on to YouTube, and I'm going to YouTube this song, and then we're going to listen to it. But now it's back on, now that I'm back in the title menu after the game. So it must have been this weird story thing. But yeah, so while we're waiting for the next Life is Strange series, I will get us streaming the others in the overall Life is Strange universe. And we'll get going on that. And, like I said, I'm hoping to start doing a special weekend stream with Shing of Deltarune. I think she'll have a great time with that because she loves the streaming world. She's like, Mommy, you know that when I'm allowed, I'm going to become a streamer too. I'm like, oh, you're so cute. Couple of reminders before we actually close down for the night. That one. On Saturday, June 28th, we will be continuing our crowd control version of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I'm making a commitment to have my next trailer done by Sunday's stream. Join us on the 28th at 6 p.m. till midnight. We're going to continue with all that money going to Stand Up to Cancer. We ended on this really amazing note in the last one where in the last couple minutes I had made it to a tiny island. I was like, I'm just going to go to a tiny island so that we end stream at midnight, like advertised. And when I was on this little tiny island, I think it was either Konikachu or Braddock or Yes, who summoned waves that literally washed me off of the island and then Link drowned in the ocean, and it was hilarious. So that's gonna probably be the video for the trailer. I just have to actually do the clipping. Recovery's fun. But yeah, next one is on June 28th. Hoping to see you all there. Switch screens. We also have the Rad Newsletter Popularity Contest to help us raise that money for Stand Up to Cancer. A $1 donation towards the man or woman, in 13's case, of your choice counts as a vote. Defend your Obani men! Currently, we've got Maman in the lead, followed by Barbados, then Solomon, and Asmo in honorary mention. Asmo would be offended if I didn't give... I mean, he's offended I gave him an honorary mention instead of being like, Asmo's the best. We have a community Discord called Luminara. So come join us and get in on the insanity and fun. Lots of fun. I also am still accepting questions for our Q&A, which was the $75 donation goal in the fundraiser. You can use that link and I will answer almost any question. Like, if I can answer it without breaking terms of service, I will answer it. Any spicier questions will be held until the end of that stream so that the kids are in bed. But other than that, no real restrictions. And yeah, I'm working on planning that stream now, so get your questions in before I come up with the plan. And I believe that that is it. Redeemed on-screen celebration. Yay! Raid. Oh. I'm confused by what that redeem is. I think I'm supposed to do something. I'm celebrating, but that was more bits. Thank you so much, Talkin. You are awesome. Thank you for always being here to support me. I love you so much. Okay, now we're gonna raid. People I am following. I think I'm going to put everybody into June's chat. They are doing Smash or Pass with Bassie. I'm gonna stop sending you guys into Life is Strange 2 because I'm hoping that that's fine. I'm hoping that it'll be streamed through us soon, so I'm gonna stop sending you guys into Spoiler City. And we're gonna go visit June. Now, this is gonna look kind of funny, but so I have my raid messages. That is the raid messages for non-subs. And I have my sub-raid message. Now, Stream Elements is not subscribed. And I don't really want to subscribe it. So it just looks like I've got my butt going all over the place because I apparently am great at naming emoticons. This is what it appears as. Thank you, Talkin. So it won't look as awkward as it looks, I promise. I'm not having you guys send my butt everywhere. It's a pretty butterfly. Okay. Raid. June. Bug-y beef. And send. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you all have a great night. You will see me next live on Konikochu's channel tomorrow for our regular Friday Obani night. What's going on? Okay. Yeah. So you'll see me there, and then next solo stream will be our Sunday night stream, where we will be playing Detroit Becoming Human. There's too many ways that I need to watch how I say that game's name now. Anyway, I'm about to get timed out, and now I'm just rambling. So, I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye!